Hello, my dear children. Welcome to the social science class. Economics, Unit 1, Tax and its importance. Children, in this lesson, you are going to know about the taxation, principles of taxation and its types, to know the importance of tax and its types, to gain knowledge of the need for tax and people's welfare. For the welfare of the society, the government has to perform various functions, so it requires revenue. Modern governments have a wider variety of sources of revenue. The principal sources of the revenue are taxes, fees, prices, special assessment, and referral scheme. Like any other country, taxes form the most important part of revenue of India. Taxation is a term for when a taxing authority, usually a government, levies or imposes a tax. The term taxation applies to all types of involuntary levies, from income to capital gains to estate taxes. Though taxation can be a noun or verb, it is usually referred to as an act. The resulting revenue is usually called taxes. Taxes are compulsory payments to the government without expectations of direct or return or benefit to the taxpayers. According to Professor Seligman, taxes are defined as a compulsory contribution from a person to the government to defray the expenses incurred in the common interest of all without reference to special benefits conferred. Children, why are taxes imposed? Everybody is obliged by law to pay taxes. Total tax money goes to the government exchequer. The government decides how are taxes to be spent and how the budget is to be organized. Tax payment is not optional. An individual has to pay tax if any income comes under the income tax slab. It is a duty of every citizen to pay taxes. More collection of tax allows the government to implement more and more welfare schemes. Let us see principle of taxation. Adam Smith's principles or canon of taxation still form the basis of the tax structure of a modern state. Canon of equality. The government should impose taxes in such a way that people have to pay according to their ability. It does not mean equal amount of tax, but it means that the burden of a tax must be fair and just. Canon of certainty. Certainty creates confidence in the taxpayer's cost of collection of taxes and increases economic welfare because it tends to avoid all economic waste. Canon of convenience. Taxes should be levied and collected in such a manner that it provides a maximum of convenience to the taxpayers. It should always be kept in view that the taxpayers suffer the least inconvenience in payment of the tax. Canon of economy. Minimum possible money should be spent in the collection of taxes. Collected amount should be deposited in the government treasury. Let us see about taxation types. There are three types of taxation. Number 1, proportional tax, progressive tax, and regressive tax. Let us see one by one. Number 1, proportional tax. Proportional taxation is a method where the rate of tax is same regardless the size of the income. The tax amount realized will vary in the same proportion as that of income. If tax rate is 5% on income and Mr. X gets an income of rupees 1000, he will pay rupees 50. Mr. B gets an income rupees 5000 means he will pay tax of rupees 50. In short, proportional tax leaves the relative financial status of taxed persons uncharged. Next, progressive taxation. Progressive taxation is a method by which the rate of tax will also increase with the increase of income of the person. If a person with rupees 1000 income per annual pay a tax of 10%, that is rupees 100. A person with an income of 10,000 per annual pays a tax of 25%, that is rupees 2500. And a person with income of 1 lakh per annual pays the tax of 50%, that is rupees 50,000. Okay, next, regressive taxation. A regressive tax is a tax applied uniformly, taking a large percentage of income from low income earners than from high income earners. It is in opposition to a progressive tax. Let us see about importance of tax. Without taxes, governments would be unable to meet the demand of their societies. Taxes are crucial because governments collect this money and use it to finance under the following social projects. Social projects. Health. Without taxes, government contributes to the health sector would be impossible. Taxes go to funding health services such as social health care, medical research, social security, etc. Education. Education could be one of the most deserving recipients of tax money. Governments put a lot of importance in the development of human capital, and education is central in this development. Governance. Governance is a crucial component in the smooth running of country affairs. Poor governance would have far reaching ramifications on the entire country with a heavy toll on its economic growth. Good governance ensures that the money collected is utilized in a manner that benefits citizens of the country. Other important sectors are infrastructure development, transport, housing, etc. Apart from social projects, governments also use money collected from taxes to fund sectors that are crucial for the well-being of their citizens, such as security, scientific research, environmental production, etc. Some of the money is also channeled to fund projects such as pensions, unemployment benefits, childcare, etc. Taxes can affect the state of economic growth of a country. Taxes generally contribute to the gross domestic product, that is GDP of a country. Let us see about types of tax. In modern times, taxes are classified into two types. They are direct tax and indirect tax. Direct tax. A direct tax is paid directly by an individual or organization to imposing entity. A taxpayer, for example, pays direct taxes to the government for different purposes, including real property tax, personal property tax, income tax, or taxes or on assets. Let us know other examples of direct tax. Corporation tax. It is levied on profit of corporations and companies. It is charged on loyalties, interest, gains from a scale of capital assets located in India. Fees for technical services and dividends. Wealth tax. It is imposed on property of individuals depending upon the value of property. The same property will be taxed every year on its current market value. Gift tax. It is paid to the government by the recipient of gift depending on value of gift. Estate duty. It is charged from successor of inherited property. It is not desirable to avoid payment of taxes. They are leveled directly on income and property of person who pay directly to the government. Let us see indirect tax. On the other hand, when liability to pay a tax is on one person and the burden of that tax shifts on some other person, this type of tax is called an indirect tax. Indirect tax is a tax whose burden can be shifted to others. For example, service tax. It is raised on provision of service. This tax is collected from the service recipients and paid to the central government. Sales tax or VAT. It is an indirect tax on sale of goods because liability to collect tax is that of shopkeeper, but the burden of that tax falls on the customer. The shopkeeper realizes the tax amount from the customer by including it in the price of the commodity that he sells. Excise duty. It is paid by the producer of goods who recovers it from wholesalers and retailers. This tax in India is levied by the central government. Next, entertainment tax. The state governments charge such tax on every transaction related to entertainment. Some examples are movie tickets, video game, stage shows, exhibitions, amusement parks, and sports related activities. Next, goods and services tax, that is GST. Goods and services tax is a kind of tax imposed on sale, manufacturing, and usage of goods and services. This tax is applied on services and goods at a national level with a purpose of achieving overall economic growth. GST is particularly designed to replace the indirect taxes imposed on goods and services by the central and state. Children, do you know about toll tax and road tax? Toll tax is a tax you often pay to use any form of infrastructure developed by the government. For example, roads and bridges. The tax amount levied is rather negligible, which is used for maintenance and basic upkeep of a particular project. Let us see distinction between direct tax and indirect tax. Direct tax burden cannot be shifted by taxpayers. Indirect tax easily be shifted to another person. Taxes is imposed on personal income and corporate income. Taxes imposed on various goods and services. Direct tax has no inflation pressure, but indirect tax has inflation pressure. The impact and incidence are the same in case of direct tax. The impact and incidence are different in case of indirect tax. Direct tax is less elastic, but in indirect tax is more elastic. Okay, children, let us know about need for tax and people's welfare. The levying of taxes aims to raise revenue to fund governing. It helps alter prices in order to balance the efforts of demand. States and their functional equivalents throughout history have used money provided by taxation to carry out many functions. Some of these include expenditures on economic infrastructures like transportation, sanitation, public safety, education, health care system, military, scientific research, culture and the arts, public works, public insurance, etc. A government's ability to raise taxes is called its fiscal capacity. When expenditures exceed tax revenue, a government accumulates debt. A portion of taxes may be used to serve past debts. Governments also use taxes to fund welfare and public services. These services can include education systems, pensions for the elderly, unemployment benefits, and public transportations. Energy, water, and waste management systems are also common public utilities. According to the proponents of the list theory of money creation, taxes are not needed for government revenue as long as the government in question is able to issue flat money. The purpose of taxation is to maintain the stability of the currency, express public policy regarding the distribution of wealth, subsidizing certain industries or population groups, or isolating the cost of certain benefits such as highways or social security. Let us see summary of this lesson. Taxation is a term used for when a government taxing authority levies or imposes a tax. The term taxation applies to all types of involuntary levies, from income to capital gains to estate taxes. Taxes are compulsory payments to the government without expectations of direct or return or benefits to the taxpayers. Proportional taxation is a method where the rate of tax is same regardless size of the income. Governance is a crucial component in the smooth running of country affairs. A direct tax is the tax whose burden is directly borne by the person on whom it is imposed. That is, its burden cannot be shifted to others. A state is charged from successor of inherited property. It is not desirable to avoid payment of taxes. Indirect tax is a tax whose burden can be shifted to others. Excise duty in India is levied by the central government. Goods and services tax is a kind of tax imposed on sale, manufacturing, and usage of goods and services. The levying of taxes aims to raise revenue to fund governing or to alter prices in order to affect demand. States and their functional equivalents throughout history have used money provided by taxation to carry out many functions.